Hello friends, happy Sunday. It's Sunday coffee talk time. Believe it or not, I think this is week 4. It is week 4. It's almost 1 month since I started and put my first video on. And I thought I'd come back on. I'm going to try to do this every Sunday because in front of me I have a list of about 10 questions, topics that I wanted to talk to you about, things you've asked me about, things that I want to see if you know anything about. And going forward, I want to put content on that you like to see. I can tell what content goes through the roof and what doesn't. I'm not doing that to get famous. I'm trying to do a couple things. So if something happens to me tomorrow, there's already 60 funny, ridiculous videos for my family to watch. I don't know about you, but I have home movies of myself growing up, and I have home movies of my children when they were little, and I haven't done movies of anything. So this is just something I think would be informative and a good memory for my children and granddaughter. And probably grandsons. I mean, they're going to want to hear my voice too, because we have a close bond. But I can't tell you how much, when I go back and look at my videos, that's when I know what I say or do or babble on about. There's no editing. I don't know how to edit. I don't cut anything out. So hopefully I don't get banned from some Instagram or YouTube site for my gibbering. I'm hoping not to curse. I'm hoping not to do anything that offends anyone. They're just what they are. 4 weeks into it, my reason for starting it was just because I wanted to leave little videos for my granddaughter and daughter to know how to cook when I'm not here anymore. But that isn't the reason I'm here now. That's one of the reasons. Why I'm here now is I literally have formed a little community of people that we're all in the same boat. Everybody struggles with what to make for dinner, or how to swap out something that make it healthier, or wake up and want just a new idea or somebody to chit chat with on meal prepping or shopping lists and different things they should buy versus this. Should I buy this bread versus that bread? Recipes, I put them on YouTube first. So I keep asking if everybody goes to YouTube and subscribes. They don't have to pay anything. You subscribe, and by subscribing it just means you click the button subscribe so that when I post a YouTube video, it pops up for you. And it'll come up saying it's there. I put them there first because I am working with old, like I told you, an old iPhone 12. For some reason it uploads to YouTube in seconds. I have trouble uploading my videos to Facebook. So once I upload them to Facebook, they go to Facebook and Instagram. But I have to upload them to YouTube before I can do the other two. I don't know why, that's just how it's been working. So if everybody that wants to see my videos, which it's, like I said, a community now is building 4 weeks into it, you go to YouTube with the link that's on my Facebook page and then subscribe. And then you'll see there's 2 different options, videos and shorts. If the video is under a certain amount of minutes, they put it in shorts. For example, the one where I made the oat flour, which only took, I don't know, 2 minutes, that went to shorts. But that's a great tip. I mean, I was buying oat flour at $10 a bag, and I'm like, wait a minute, I own a Vitamix. Let me just whip it up in that Vitamix. So not everybody has that, but if you have a Ninja, it might work, or a high-powered blender, or maybe even in a food processor, I would try it. Because oat flour is really good. I mean, it's just, doesn't it give you inflammation? I'm trying anything to feel better. That's just why I switched over, and I showed you those books from Instant Loss, and she suggests oat flour is one of her choices. So recipes on YouTube first, then they go to Facebook and Instagram. That's just how I have to do them for my equipment. I'm looking at a list right here. Questions about, do I cook 2 meals? All the time. I cook 2 meals all the time. Or sometimes, like today, I'm making chicken and biscuits. I don't have to cook 2 meals. But my husband eats different than everyone. He's just a picky eater. So he doesn't like a lot of what we all like. So he just is, there's no way to explain it. I've been with him for 8 years, so I know what to do. But today when I make chicken and biscuits, I pull him off some chicken. He has baked potato. He likes his potato dry. He has corn. He has biscuits. Has to lose 15 pounds, so he's not starving. He just, yes, I cook all the time, 2 different meals, and I love to cook, so it's not really a big deal. For me, I meal prep my stuff, and make him stuff at the same time. Or the hardest thing is when I'm trying to do a big holiday and, you know, I'm making lasagna, or a birthday, I'm making manicotti, how you say it upstate. And then I got to make something for him completely different. So we're over that. That's a hump. Before I even met him, he told me his worst attribute was his eating. And that was before meeting him in person. So, yes, I cook 2 meals. I don't care. That's just where we're at. This is important. Somebody's asking me questions on should they take this vitamin, this supplement, or do this, do that about their health. I am registered in nothing. I'm not an RN. I'm not a doctor. I am an ex-bariatric patient that was morbidly obese for most of her adult life. I don't have any knowledge in the medical field. I just know that for me, bariatric surgery helped me. I could not be at this weight without it. I would not be. I could probably have lost maybe 100 pounds, but that would still be dragging along. This tool I needed. It's important to know that science has changed. It's important to know that there's help out there. It's important to know that you can find a good surgeon. You have to really, really do your research, and you have to advocate for yourself. This girl can show you healthy menus when you're post-bariatric. I've had questions about what they should eat pre-bariatric, when you're in the liquid phase, the pureed phase. I can do all of those things. I had to learn. I made my own stock, clear chicken stock and beef broth when I was in the liquid phase. There's hard phases. This stuff is hard, yes, but I'm not registered or anything medically qualified. All I could do is tell you that you can change. You can change your body. You can change your mindset. It's all still there. Exercise, energy levels. That's one of the questions, is how do you get the energy to exercise? I don't know. I know that in the beginning I had none. I can only do a little bit. So one of the things that I learned is if you do 5 minutes of a YouTube video, or 5 minutes of walking back and forth in your house, if you do that 5 times a day, or if you can do 10 minutes, 3 times a day, whatever you can do to move. In the beginning I had what they called a QB. It was the under the desk pedaler. That was just to get my body circulating my blood. And it was hard. I couldn't even last 10 minutes on the thing. By the end, I could ride that thing all day long. But I don't know. But the energy level comes as you do it. You build it up. And then what happens, at least with me, like we took a 4-hour car ride, I cannot stand it. I want to be moving. Like I have energy now that needs to burn. So I'm sure every day I get up and exercise because I want to. I know no one would ever hear those words out of my mouth until now. Never. Like exercise and sweating were not part of what I wanted to do. Well, good thing is I don't sweat anymore. I'm freezing all the time, which is why I'm in layers. Whole nother subject. So yes, there's no answer except just try a little. A little will turn into a little more, and a little more will turn into a little more. And then all of a sudden, you're going to want to do it. I don't know when or how or why, but you're going to want to move. Because a body at rest, 100% stays at rest. So drag it. Drag your hiney and do whatever you can do. Even if it's to go to the store and walk up and down the aisles, whatever it takes. Vitamins. So I posted that photo that said, I take my vitamins, I go to bed at 9 o'clock, I hydrate, I watch my steps, and somebody said to me, well, that's not a fun life. And I also posted a video saying I didn't do this for a fun life, I did this for life, to try to live. So the supplements I'm on is a multivitamin for a bariatric patient, which is a multivitamin, basically, but it's just made by a company that specializes in bariatric vitamins. I take a vitamin D3, I take a vitamin K. I do the liquid vitamin for my hair. I'm trying to get it to grow back. And I take calcium, which is Tums. I take 2 Tums a day to keep my calcium level up. For 20 years, I had hypercalcemic because I was parathyroid hyper. Now I have to take calcium. So that's it. I don't take anything weird, just that. But I can't miss them. Like, it's important. So when you're a post-bariatric patient, you take your vitamins, And you get your labs checked once a year, sometimes twice a year. I did them once a year, and my labs were good. So far, so good with that. Fruit. I did a whole video how fruit is your friend. I eat fruit all day long, 3-4 fruits a day. I eat a banana, I eat my berries, I eat cantaloupe, I eat every fruit, everything. They really are your friend. I prefer them room temperature. I don't know why, that's just me. I don't like things really cold, and I don't like things really hot. It's like, I just don't like that. So someone said, oh, you know, you shouldn't have as much fruit. I have to count the carbs. It's bad for your glycemic index. I'm like, no, it's not. It's good for your body. Your body gets any fruit and knows what to do with it. And it's the mango was like, it's so many carbs. I'm like, so what? But those carbs give you energy, gives your cells good things. You need fruit. Unless your doctor's telling you absolutely 100% no fruit for you, no soup for you. No, but if he's telling you no fruit, I mean, I don't know. From the beginning, my surgeon said he'd like me to cut back on fruit, and I never did. And I'm sorry, I love him. I love him. I would recommend him on top of it, but that was just something I was able to drink a lot of liquid, and I was able to eat fruit and still lose weight. And right now, I eat all the fruit I want. I always have. So I don't know. Fruit's the good stuff. Fruit, vegetables, meats, fish, eggs, cottage cheese, yogurt, avocados, all the things that come from the earth of the animals. We're supposed to have them, and I have them. So I eat regular food. Someone said, why do you make so many salads, like ham salad, chicken salad, turkey salad, egg salad? The questions are great because a couple reasons. When you're a post-bariatric, especially in the beginning, you need really soft foods. Second reason, I love them all. Third reason, I use every part of everything I make. So if I made ham, I would make a soup. I've already went through that. A ham, I would boil that bone. That sucker would get boiled into split pea with ham or navy bean with ham. And then any meat would make ham salad because then you got soup and sandwiches. You already had ham dinners. You had ham and eggs. You make scalloped potatoes and hams. I just have a mental thing that my mother showed me and my grandmother, how to take a $5 to $10 hunk of meat and turn it into 5 to 10 meals. I don't know. Is that a disorder or is that being smart? So yeah, I like all of them. When you're post-bariatric, you like soft foods. I love soups, stews, chilies. I can swallow them deliciously better, quicker, easier, digest them than I can a dry, grilled, boneless chicken breast. Does that make sense? When you are post-bariatric, they cut part of my stomach out. So sometimes taking a steak or chicken, I have to cut them bites really super small because I fill up so fast and I need something to almost wash it down, but you can't drink when you're eating. The rule of thumb, and this rule you got to follow. I don't know if it's the same. I think the RNY bypass is the same. When you're a bariatric patient, when they tell you don't drink for 30 minutes, they mean it. So I can drink my water right up till I eat my dinner, but I can't take a sip of liquid for 30 minutes after I eat my dinner because it will come back out. So that is gross and you feel sick. The surgery I have, we do not get dumping syndrome like an RNY bypass, but you just don't have room. Think about it. You got a stomach the shape of a banana. You filled it up with steak. There's no room for the water. So you got to wait till that steak goes through. Then you take 30 minutes and you drink after that. So there's no washing it down. There's no wine with dinner anymore. I mean, I did this for that. I compromised this for that. So now I'm this, okay? No drinking for 30 minutes, and they mean it because you will get yucky. It's yucky. So I'm already at 14 minutes. You're probably gone, but I'm going to keep going with the questions I had in front of me. Views. There's like some videos one has 3,500 views. And so when you comment or view it, I'm able to see it. And now they put me into a business status, which I'm not a business. I'm making nothing. I'm not getting any advertisements or anything like that. But the thing is that the more you comment on my content, the better it is, because I don't know why. There's no real answer. I just can see that there's thousands of people viewing the videos. There's messages coming in from people that I don't know, and they are real. Like some of the people, we have mutual friends, my cousins, aunts, uncles, they have mutual friends that are asking me diet questions, or I got at least 11 pictures of people's meatballs after I did my meatballs. And that just warms my heart. Like I feel like I'm serving some sort of purpose. I'm helping people. So if you view my video and you can hit the share button, that helps me because then more people see it. If you comment, that helps me know that you like what I'm doing so I could do more of what that is. If you tell me, Lori, what I ate in a day, that went through the roof. Everybody wants to know, what did you eat? What do you eat in a day, Lori? So I did 3 meals that day. I can't do that every day, guys, because it's like hard. I gotta be in front of this camera and I gotta try to have all the things measured out. I don't want to do all those dishes, but I can, if I'm making something that I think is like going to help someone in whatever phase, I'm gonna post that video. So some of my videos are just to teach you how to cook. The one girl wrote, she never knew how to cut an onion until I showed her. One girl wrote, she never knew how to smash the garlic till I showed her. Sometimes you guys give me back ideas. Put dill in my seafood salad. I'm like, yeah, why didn't I think of that? Because I love dill. If I'm in the summertime, I grow it, so I would have stuck it in there. So I love the bantering back and forth. It's what makes this whole thing for me. Up until doing, I have to be honest with you, recipes, cookbooks, I own hundreds. I've never ever follow recipes. I look at them and I get an idea and then I go in the kitchen and I don't even bring the book with me and then I go make something. I am a girl that cooks from the gods. I really said that in one of my videos. My mother, my grandma, they tell me, put this in there, Lori, put that in there. And I don't even know what it tastes like until it's done. Then I didn't write it down, so I can't, if it comes out delicious, I can't even replicate it because I never wrote anything down. Recipes kind of used to stress me out because that made me have to stop and read. It still does. I'm not going to be lying. When I, even reading a recipe for the dump cake, I screwed that up. I put the cinnamon in wrong. I would have put it in by vision and said, that looks like enough cinnamon. That's just how I rolled for 61 years. So now when you're going to write a cookbook, you have to write the recipes down. Otherwise, you just wrote garbage. So I'm trying to do better. So I read recipes now. But it is hard for me. And here's the weird part. Tell me what you think. When I make an Ina Garten recipe or a Rachel Ray recipe or Giada De Laurentiis recipe, I made one of hers. Oh my gosh, it was a chicken farro dish that was with, I don't know, delicious. When I get done with it, following the recipe, I feel like someone else cooked me dinner, even though I cooked it. I feel like I just went out to eat and got a dinner that someone else cooked. So then I'm like, light bulb, dum-dum. All these years you could have followed recipes and felt like Ina Garten cooked for you. So I'm trying to do more recipes, like following a recipe. So what do you think? Do you do cookbooks or do you cook from your mother's sky like I do? Let me see what else I got here. Oh yeah, so somebody said you love red, you wore red before when you were huge, you're wearing red now, you look beautiful. Thank you. I am not a girl that likes to be all in black. In fact, yesterday I had a black shirt, black jeans, but a flannel over it. We got to a football game and I was so hot that I took the flannel off and then I felt like I was at a funeral because I looked like I was in mourning. I'm all in black. I'm not a black lover. I love black as a little black dress or whatever, but honest to God, I talked to my friend Debbie about this. And Robin, if you're out there and watching, you know who you are, my coworker. I used to always be the hugest girl, and I wore the brightest colors, and I wore bold prints, and I decorate. I used to say, if I can't lose it, I might as well decorate it. And that was my mantra, and I never had no self-confidence. I always thought, I look pretty. I look okay. I covered my flubber. I covered my stuff. I always dressed nice, but I always was bold colors. Since losing all the weight, I'm more in muted colors now and darker colors, and it feels kind of weird for me. So when I put on a red or a pink, this is burgundy, but when I put on a print, that feels like the Lori. But I'm not, I don't know. I wore red all the time. Red's my favorite. Red and yellow are my two favorite colors. I love yellow. I love red. So yeah, I'm a color girl, I guess. I like color. I don't like to be all in black. I feel depressed when I'm all in black, as if like, ugh, it's dark, it's gray, it must be gonna snow, I don't know, somebody died. But there's people that love black, and black looks beautiful on everybody. I couldn't stand yesterday that the sun was shining and I was sitting outside all in black. It just isn't me. Does that make any sense to anyone but this nut? I have a nut issue, as you know from my videos too. I'm almost done. Sugar versus natural sugars. I did a video with the Apple Crisp using coconut sugar. It's a natural sugar. I use honey. I use maple syrup. I do use monk fruit, allulose. I even use raw sugar in the raw. I still have a ton of stevias and splendas and different things like that here because in the beginning I used all artificial. For me, I was diabetic. I'm not. My A1C was 4.2. I'm not going to be diabetic again. I'm not, because I took care of that problem. I got bariatric surgery. I dropped 243 pounds, and diabetes went away. Statins went away. Blood pressure pills went away. Sleep apnea went away. I can move. I can walk. I could sit. I could fit. There's a long list of things that I can do now that I couldn't do before. So yeah, I'm going to pick the life of taking my vitamins, and it's 20 minutes. So I think I got to cut the video because you guys are going to leave me. I hope I answered some of the questions that you asked me this week. I hope you are enjoying the videos as much as I am. And I really love you all, and I thank you for being with me. In the upcoming weeks, I have some things to do that are going to make me where I can't put videos on every day. Some things that are not so fun. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I will keep you posted, and I'll do what I can. And your bantering back and forth means the world to me. I have talked to everyone from, like I said, from Patchogue, where I grew up, from 5 years old, friends. I went and saw my friend from when she was 4, and I was 4, she was 3 last week. I'm having a ball. I'm talking to old people that I work with. I'm talking to people I don't even know. I talked to somebody that lives in Russia that is American, that's a friend of someone I'm friends with. It's been amazing. And I'm going to continue it because I actually love doing the videos for you. And when there's no editing, no. So if you guys have any tips on, I know I need a new phone. I'm just not going to get one until I have to because I don't have any funds to go fund. They tell you, we're going to give you $700 off your phone. What the hell's a phone cost now? I want a $25 a month house phone again. That's what I want. I want basic cable for $13 a month. You get all the channels. I don't want to think about all those other channels. I got to buy this subscription and that subscription. This isn't progress. This is regress. But that's a whole nother segment. I love you guys. Happy 4th Sunday. The chicken's in the oven for chicken and biscuits, and I'm going to try to show you the finished product later. If you watch this video, please let me know in the comments what you think of the video, what you want to see more of, what you like or don't like about me. Message me privately if I'm doing something to offend you. I will try really hard not to wipe my nose or do something. But thank you all. That's all I can say every day is thank God for the day. Thank God I woke up. Thank you all for being here, and have a great day. Love you.